Hello everyone, Happy New Year. I thought I would start the year with a little tour of my dolls. So sort of doing the BJD doll tag, but I'm not going to answer the question, I'm just going to show you my dolls. Before I start, there is some doll nudity. Some of my dolls are completely nude, others are partially nude, so if that offends you, perhaps don't watch. Some of my dolls are legit and some of them are not. If you go through my video when I first introduce each doll, I say what they are, so I'm not going to say it again. I should just show you the dolls. Just enjoy the dolls. Okay, so we start off with Rowan and Kit. Rowan is a Lucis. I did her face up. One of my favourite face-ups. And Kit is an Ipple-House Rex. He's an FID. He is still awaiting a face-up, as you can see. They are very much happy together. They also have their little dog Harris down here. He's an Ipple-House dog. I'm not sure if he has a sculpt name or anything. I bought him from somebody on Facebook, so I just thought he was cute. Behind them is my one smart doll Genesis in tea. I do have another head for her, which I'll show you later, but that's her. Obviously, not strictly speaking, a ball jointed doll. Next we have Brianna, who is a minifee Celine. I also did this face up. That's possibly my favourite of all the face ups I've done. I was particularly impressed with myself for managing to do her teeth. So that's her. Next to her is Lucy Wen. I did try and find Lucy Wen's top before I did this video, but I can't find it, so there we go. She is my centaur girl who also needs a face up. Then at the back here, let's just wait for my camera to focus, please. Yeah, I think that'll do. This is a Ipple-House Daniel JID, so he's not as tall as Rex. I've had him quite a long time and I still haven't done a face up. What can I say? I'm terrible. That's him. We'll just move carefully past the BJD diorama. No, not the BJD diorama, the Blythe diorama with one of my Blythes, because I have an air compressor on the floor which I'm trying not to fall over. Okay, back to the BJDs. This is Clara. She is a minifee Halloween 2017 event head on a minifee Moe body. I did her face up, but it's not one of my favourites. I think I should probably do it again at some point. Behind her is Rhea, another minifee. This is minifee Rhea RIA, because there is a different sculpt Rhea with a different spelling. Still needing a face up. Next to her is my Resin Soul girl. She is a Resin Soul wrong head on a Yow body. So if I come down here, you can see that she has deer feet, which I have painted. She's in tan skin, this girl. This is my most recent face up, which I was quite pleased with. I did paint her ears as well, but there we go, it's slightly hidden in her hair. Then in front of her, her name's Fawn. Did I say that? In front of Fawn is Fawnette, her little sister, another deer doll. This head I won from Angela, Lady Batcher, and she did the face up, which is brilliant. She is a recast Dust of Dolls. Well, we're not sure what she's recast, which sculpt she's recast from. It says Dora inside her head, but I don't think there was a Dora. The closest I've seen to her on the Dust of Dolls site is a Kota, who is pretty much exactly the same as her, except she doesn't have these little Chip's taken out her ears, like my girl does, so I'm not sure. I put her on a little fee body. Next to Fawnette is Nicole. Nicole is not a BJD. She is plastic and not ball jointed, but I did her face up, so I thought I'd show you that. She's another 60 centimetre doll. So she and my Smart doll are my biggest girl dolls. Okay, down here we have a couple of tinies. We have on the right Latty Yellow Leah. She was my first ever face up on a resin doll, and I was quite pleased with how she came out. I managed to do her eyebrows quite well. Next to her is Fairyland Pookie Rosanna. She's wearing this wig. This wig I bought for my Rex, but it was too small, so I put it on this girl. It's a bit wild on her. I don't know if it will stay her wig. She needs a face up, so once I've done that, we'll see. I'd also like to get her some prettier eyes because they're not terribly pretty, those eyes. That's her. Up on the shelf here is my bust. This head is a Cedar Heart Lillian head by Randy Lambert, a BJD artist. I'm not sure if he does dolls or just heads. I put her on this bust, which I believe came from Mirror-Doll. The match is pretty good. I was quite chuffed with that. Okay, coming along here, right down here we have this little tiny Amorai cotton unicorn, needs to be painted. This really is tiny. It's literally 2 inches tall with that. So one day when I'm feeling super brave, I might give that a go. Next we have my doll Chateau Zora head on. It's not a Zora body though, she's on a Luna body. It's one of the bodies that's got these moulded shoes with the feet. I have more or less finished blushing her head to match the body because it's a white head and a normal skin body. So they've been blushed, but I need to do a face up. There's an A-zone head and an A-zone body behind, also needs a face up. That is a Fairyland recast body that no longer has a head. And here we have a Nipple House Kid Lonnie. This girl is recast and I'm going to be putting her up for sale. So if there's anybody in the UK who's interested in her, I won't be asking very much for her. Please DM me on Instagram. I'm Dolly Scrumptious on Instagram too, so it's easy to find me. Here is my second Smart doll head. I don't know which sculpt it is. Some of you Smart doll experts might know. And she's wearing a wig by Dallas Doll Company, which make gorgeous wigs. This is a really lovely wig. And then here we just have the little fee head. I stole her body for my doll, for my Fawnette deer doll. Okay, moving along. Next we have my Atelier Momoni Petuza Adaku. She is a very lovely doll in cocoa skin. Her face up was done by Light and Dark Dolls here in the UK. She's gorgeous. She's wearing a Pulip doll dress, not a stock one, but a dress I bought from Etsy for Pulip, and it fits her perfectly. And behind her, I'm afraid we have a naked girl. This is a Doll in Mind flown head, and it's on a long sole body. Not a perfect colour match, but pretty close. And yes, you guessed it, she needs a face up. Okay, we're nearly there now. Down we come. Okay. Let's turn in because here we go. This is my one SD sized boy doll. He's a doll family A Susu head, and he's on a 62 centimetre doll family A body, which I bought from somebody on eBay, which is a rather splendid find. He needs a lot of work because he doesn't have anything. He doesn't have any eyes, wig. The only thing he's got are these terrible trousers which I made for him, which do not fit. Let's not look too closely at those. Okay, that's nearly it. It's just one more doll to go. I'm going to have to move you around here, move around the desk, because she's on the desk at the moment. And this is her. This is my minifee Chloe. I didn't do this face up. And she is currently riding her unicorn, which I made. Well, I didn't make him, obviously. He's a our generation doll horse, which I bought secondhand from eBay. He was all scuffed up and scratched, and his hair was all matted, so I washed and cut his mane. The mane originally came down pretty much to the floor. Same with his tail, which was also to the floor, so I washed and cut that. Then I resprayed him, which was yeah, that was a job and a half. It was my first time using my airbrush, and what I didn't realise was that spraying white onto white would be quite difficult to see. But anyway, I managed, and I made a pretty good job. If I lift her, he was all scuffed at the back, and now he can't see any scuffs, so I did a pretty good job, I think. And then I made him the unicorn horn out of clay, das clay I think it's called. So yeah, and I was quite pleased with him. Right, that is it, she says, having a quick look round to make sure she hasn't missed anybody else. No. Hope you enjoyed that tour of my dolls. Thanks everyone, bye.